Hello guys, so welcome to another video. So I believe the Messiah might come in 214 years. I'm not 100% sure, it's very unclear. He could come earlier, he could come later. But I'm gonna show you in this video what I think from the Jewish perspective. So I'm gonna show you my idea. Right here, I got my notes. So my idea is, so in Judaism, they believe there's gonna be Messiah two times. So first is the Messiah, son of Joseph, and then it is Messiah, son of David. So this is like what they call it, the Jews. And then in Christianity, this seems to match with the first coming, of the Messiah. I mean, the Jews are more like, the Jews believe it more that this is gonna happen at kind of like at the same time, almost similar like. So in Christianity, it is more like it's gonna be kind of long, far apart, maybe, because it's been like almost 2 years since Jesus was on earth. So the first coming was seen as suffering servant. I think they believe the same in Judaism. The suffering servant. So he was like a servant who was suffering. So if you read Daniel chapter 9, verse 26, so I got it right here. So it says in complete Jewish Bible, then after the 62 weeks, Mashiach will be cut off and have nothing. The people of a prince yet to come will destroy the city and the sanctuary. So what is the sanctuary? That's the second temple. So as you know, the Mashiach will come before the second temple is destroyed. But his end will come with a flood, and desolations are decreed until the war is over. So I believe this is the Messiah, son of Joseph, because in Christianity we believe that the Messiah was son of Joseph, the first coming. So they call him, I mean, if you read the Bible, I'm gonna show you. If you search who was Jesus' dad's name, so I'm gonna search Jesus' dad's name. So who is Jesus' dad's name? Joseph. So that's why I believe this is the son of Joseph, the first coming. And as you saw in Daniel, he will get killed like the suffering servant. I'm not sure, like that's like how I see it. And then the second coming, we have Messiah, son of David. So you might be wondering, how can the Messiah, son of Joseph, be the same Messiah as Messiah, son of David? The reason I believe that is because they called him also Messiah, son of David, or they call him Jesus, son of David. So if you search for it, Jesus, son of David is a title with both a genealogical and messianic meaning, asserting that Jesus was a descendant of King David through both Mary and Joseph, and that he was the long-awaited Messiah prophesied in the Old Testament. This title was used by people who believe Jesus was the promised deliverer, the one who will restore the lineage of David and rule forever. So of course here, he looked like he didn't accomplish anything. I mean, doesn't Daniel say that? If you go back to Daniel, so it looked like he accomplished nothing. So I'm gonna go back, and if you take a different translation, I don't know, this one. So what does it say? So it says, after this period of 62 sets of 7, the anointed one will be killed, appearing to have accomplished nothing. And that's kind of what the Jews believe, right? He accomplished nothing almost. They think he didn't accomplish anything. He didn't fulfill the prophecy of the Messiah. So he's the false Messiah, right? That's what the Jews believe. He has to do this to show that he's the Messiah. So what does Revelation 21 verse 1 to 6 say? So I got here. Next, I saw an angel coming down from heaven who had the key to the abyss and a great chain in his hand. He seized the dragon, that ancient serpent, who is the devil and Satan, the adversary, and chained him up for 1,000 years. He threw him into the abyss, locked it, and sealed it over him, so that he could not deceive the nations anymore until the 1,000 years were over. After that, he has to be set free for a little while. Then I saw thrones, and those seated on them received authority to judge. And I saw the souls of those who had been beheaded for testifying about Yeshua and proclaiming the word of God. Also those who had not worshipped the beast or its image and had not received the mark on their foreheads and on their hands. They came to life and ruled with the Messiah for 1,000 years. The rest of the dead did not come to life until the 1,000 years were over. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is anyone who was a part in the first resurrection. Over him the second death has no power on the contrary God of the Messiah, and they will rule with him for the 1,000 years. So as you see, there's 1,000 years. So what is this 1,000 years? What could this 1,000 years mean? So there's a Jewish belief that year 6,000, there's gonna be 1,000-year Shabbat. So year 6,000, a 1,000-year Shabbat. So this is a Jewish belief. Not every Jew believes this, but it is a Jewish belief. And we are almost at year 6,000. I mean, it's 214 more years to go, but there's an idea of 1,000-year Shabbat. So when I look it up, the 1,000-year Shabbat refers to an eschatology concept found in both Jewish and Christian tradition. The belief that a 1,000-year era of peace and rest will follow 6,000 years of human history. This idea, also called the millennial Shabbat, is based on a comparison between the 7 days of creation and the 7,000-year timeline for the world's existence. So it's kind of interesting. We're almost at the year 6,000. So year 6,000, I'm not going to live that long, so I'm going to miss it out. But for the people who watched this in year 6,000, did it happen? Put in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Put in a prayer request so people can pray for each other. And have a good one.